Hi children, today I want to discuss about or I will start the lesson separation of substances. This is the fifth lesson for you for 6th standard. Fifth lesson, that is separation of substances. See children, in your daily life, so there are many substances when you notice that in our surrounding. What are the substances? It may be in the kitchen, starting from the kitchen. So when we prepare tea, tea. So the tea leaves are separated from the liquid with a strainer. So your mother prepared the tea for you or your parents. So what she will do? She will stain the tea from the strainer. So means the tea and the tea leaves it will be stained by the strainer. ಏನು ಸ್ಟೇನರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಶೋಧಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಮ್ಮ ಟೀನ ಶೋಧಿಸಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಸಪರೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟೀ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಸಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಟೀ. ಸಿ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಪರೇಟೆಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಚ್. Grains, for example, when you take ragi, so it will be separated from starch. While harvesting, milk or curd is churned to separate the butter. So you know the preparation of the butter. So your mother shaking in a bottle, or it may be in the old method. The butter is taken or rolled by the churning mill. So this is called as the traditional method. From page number, so that's from page number 35. So you're already seen that a part consisting. So it will be mixing the water and the buttermilk. So then finally we get the final. Bende sigutalla, bende em kaditare nodidiralla. So traditionally, so it is that separation of butter from the buttermilk. Okay. So we in the cotton to separate its seeds from the fiber. You know that one, that is called as the ginning. That is the separation of seeds from the cotton. It will be separate. So I will give some stones, and also some chalk pieces, and also some beads, and also some chocolates. So I will mix all these four things. So I want to tell you that you have to separate chocolate separately, stone separately, and some beads separately. This chalk pieces separately. So you are making the separation. Is it right? Clearly you are making into four groups. Is it right? So the separation of chocolate and others. So you have to separate from the other substances. Here, for example, you know the poha. So usually it is made up of using the chilies and other dal. So when we mix with the rice or other, for example, upma, so it will be mixed with all the vegetables, rava, and salt, water. So it will be mixed. So if we all separate that, it is not possible. So because it is already boiled and it is already mixed. So like that, some of the examples you know in your surrounding. So if we take some mangoes, guavas, apples, so I will mix all the fruits. So you see. So immediately, so you have to separate three types. That is apple, guava, and also the mangoes. Imagine yourself. I will give a glass of sand. So I want to give you some glass of sand, and it will be mixed with some salt. You know salt. So with a common salt, I will mix both the sand and salt. So usually I want to separate these salt and sand. It is possible. Is it possible easily? So it is, yes, it is possible. So how it will be possible? We will study in the next concepts. So here is activity 1, page number 35. Page number 35. Okay. So there is a few processes of separations. The purpose of separation and the ways separating the components is used in the mentioned in column 2 and 3 respectively. See, in activity 1, here is a column. Why do we separate substances? Why we have to separate substances? See, from separation of process, separate the stones from rice. In your house, your mother is preparing the rice. She will clean the rice because some rices are contained particles and stones. ಅಮ್ಮ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಕ್ಕಿನ ಹೊರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಲ್ಲು ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಸ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅ ಸಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ರೈಸ್. Purpose of this separation, what is the purpose? To separate two different but useful and components. Here which is useful? Rice is a useful component, whereas stone is a useless. Means it is not useful. So what we have to do? The separation of component which is not useful for us. So we have to throw that solid stone thrown out. Is it right? So this is called as, why we have to separate the substances? Because we have to use the useful substances and throw out the useless substances. Okay. Churning of milk to obtain butter. To remove non-useful component, so we throw away some impurities in the churning of butter. That is buttermilk. It will be, so it is not fit to drink. So that's why we have to throw that water. Separate of tea leaves to remove impurities or harmful components. So when we eat the tea leaves, it is not fit to our body. Tea is only fit for, it is a beverage, it is fit to our body. So the tea leaves are not fitted. So that's why it will be thrown out. But the tea leaves are used in as a fertilizer. It will be used as a fertilizer, but it is not fit to eat. Okay. Before we use the substances, we need to separate harmful or non-useful substances that may mix it with it. Sometimes we separate even useful components if we are using them separately. For example, so if we buy some groceries in the grocery shop, what happens? So some dal is mixed with stone, husk, leaf, and some other dals. So your mother is used to separate useful and non-useful components in the dal. Is it right? So like that all the contents are mixed, some of the harmful components and also useless components. Here usually there are three types of matter is there. So you know that one: solid, liquid and gaseous. Solid, liquid and gas. Here the method of separation. So let us discuss the methods of separation. Methods of separation. See, in that one, the first method is hand picking. First method is called as hand picking. If bring a packet of food grain purchased in a shop, so in your surrounding you have to visit a grocery shop, you have to purchase some grains, so you have to bring to the classroom or yourself. Spread the grains on a sheet of paper. Do you find only one kind of grain on that one? No. So we knew that it contains only one kind. It consists of some husks, stones, broken grains and other particles are present in the grain what you are bringing from the shop. Is it right? So your mother also observe in the kitchen in the daily life. Okay. Remove with our hand the pieces of stone, husks and other grains from it. So we have to spread the grain on the paper, clean paper. We have to separate the stones first using our hand. Okay. This method is called as hand picking. So the separation of husks, stones, twigs and the leaves or broken grains are separated from the grain is called as hand picking. It is used by the help of our hand. So the separating the slightly larger size of impurities like pieces of dirt, stone and husk from wheat, rice, pulses, etc. So hand picking is a traditional process, traditional method for the separation of grain. So we are using the hand picking by our hand. We will separate stones, husk particles and other broken grains. So when we take 1 kg of wheat, so we have to clean that wheat. We observe the stones as particles leave. So the method is called as hand picking. The first method of separation of substances is called as hand picking. So next, let us discuss about threshing. T-H-R-E-S-H-I-N-G, threshing. You know, the bundles of the wheat are paddy in the field. So the stalk contains a bundle of wheat and paddy. So during the harvesting of crop, stalks are dried in the sun before grain is separated from them. Each stalk has many grains, seeds attached to it. Imagine a number of grains, seeds of hundreds of bundles of stalks layers lying in the field. The farmers separate the grains from those bundles of stalks. How the farmers separate these stalks, grain from the stalk? So usually, if you are visit the native place or village of your village, you observe that the farmer is harvesting. So he was cutting the grains in stem of the plant, and these stem of the plant it will be dried in the sunlight. It will be dried in the sunlight. After 115 or 1 month, what happens? The grains the stem will be dried. So it will be made into a bundle of stalks and it will be threshed on a hard surface. Threshed on a hard surface, that is on a stone. What happens? The grains are separated from the stalks. So ನೀವು ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಊರ ಕಡೆ ಕಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ರಾಗಿ ಕಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀರಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ರೈತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ದಾರ ಹಾಕಿ ಕಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಒಗಿತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ನೋಡಿದೀರಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ತರ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹೊಡಿತಾರೆ. ಆ ಒಗದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಕಡ್ಡಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೈನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ದ ಗ್ರೈನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ process is called as threshing. Only one way pluck the mangoes or guavas from the tree, but grain seeds are not. We have to means singly not picked from the stalk. Is it right? Mango ಅಂತ ಗೋವಾ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಹೋಗಿ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ರಾಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಜೋಳ ಭತ್ತ ಅಂತದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಕಿಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ? So it is not possible. In that case, we are doing threshing. The process that is used to separate grain from the stalk is called as threshing. To separate grain from stalks, is called as threshing. So nowadays you are observing on the roads. So some farmers are ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರೋಡ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಊರ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋದಾಗ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡೋದು ಈಸಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ರೋಡ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಬೆಳೆದಿರುವಂತಹ ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ಸ್ ನೆಲ್ಲ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹರಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಲಾರಿ ಬಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಸಂಜೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೈನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇಂದ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, so the threshing method means it is a process to separate grains from the stalk. Okay, next winnowing. Third method of separation of substances is winnowing. So make a mixture of dry sand, the sourwood or powdered dry leaves. So take dry sand and mix it with dry leaves or sourwood. What is sawdust? So it gets from the timber shop. So when you cut the wood, so the sawdust will be taken, and or it will be taken as a powder dry leaves. So this mix on a plate on a newspaper. Look at this mixture carefully. Can you separate with your hand? So no, it is not possible. So take your mixture to an open ground and stand on a raised platform. So put the mixture in a plate or a sheet of paper. Hold the plate or the sheet of the paper containing the mixture. At your shoulder height, tilt it slightly so that the mixture slides out slowly. So what we call as soup, not a drinking soup. So it is SOOP. So that is called ಮೊರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸೂಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಡ್ರಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಸೂಪ್. ಓಕೆ. So when we take the mixture of sawdust and sand with this one or paper, so slightly it is about of a shoulder level, we have to do like this. So the heavier particles will be collected in the far away distance and the lighter one is collected in the substances near to us. So this method of separating components of a mixture is called as winnowing. Winnowing is used to separate heavier and lighter particles. It is separate to heavier and lighter components. So the heavier and lighter components of mixture by wind or blowing air. So after the threshing of grains, so in the field, so in the agriculture field, so the next method is called as winnowing. Take the grain, it contains husk, leaves and some dust particles. So it will be taken to the soup with the help of soup and stand in the limited height. So we have to do that in this method. So that is in the separation of heavier particles, heavier and lighter components with the help of flowing, that is blowing air or wind. ಗಾಳಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ತೂರೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಭತ್ತ ಅಥವಾ ರಾಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೀಗೆ ಮೊದಲು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ತೂರೋದು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ಕೇಳೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ತರ ಏನಂತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಗಾಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ nowadays in the agricultural field also they are using fan. So this method is called as winnowing. This method is commonly used to the farmers separate lighter husk particles from the heavier seeds and the grains. So if you are seeing in your near surroundings construction of building, so you see that this heavier sand or dust particles will be separated by a sieve. So next class we are discussing about the sieving method. Children, here are some hard words. So first, the separation of method. Why we want to separate the substances? Because it separates the useful and non-useful components. Okay. First method is called as hand picking. Second one threshing. Third one is winnowing. HAND PICKING hand picking. THRESHING threshing. WINNOWING winnowing. HUSK husk means what? Dry leaves, twigs. So these are called as husk. Sieving, SIEVING, sieving. So you have to see in your kitchen. So it is a pole-like structure. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಜರಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. sieving, churning, CHURNING, churning. Materials, MATERIALS, materials. IMPURITIES, impurities. Stocks, STALKS, here L is silent. Fodder, fodder. Fodder means a food given to the cattle. So here separate, SEPARAT separate, GRAIN grain. Components, COMPONENTS, components. Read the textbook. Lesson number 5, the separation of substances. Next class we will discuss about the sieving. Thank you.